What's going on, everybody? We're here with Jack Settleman for another episode of Top Shot Shot Clock. Jack, what's happening?
Not much. I'm impressed. Top Shot Shot Clock. That's not easy to say.
We're going to actually test that in a few minutes to see how you do with that. Where are you joining us from today?
I am in New York City, the Big Apple.
I've heard of it. Know it well. Well, what are you doing there? Is that your new home?
It is my new home. I moved back in like 3 weeks ago. 2 roommates in the Soho area. Don't want to dox myself, but in the Soho area. And it's been solid. New York City's coming alive again. The city is ready to kind of break out and be its thing. It's exciting.
So I was actually talking to someone about this recently. So like I'm a New Yorker formerly. I'm living in Costa Rica right now, and I haven't really missed New York. I've been here since October. However, in a normal year, springtime, the first hint of spring, the first like 52 degree day, people are like wearing shorts and all excited. You add that to like what's been going on the last year, and I feel like it's about to just erupt. And I kind of having a little FOMO there.
Yeah, Saturdays are starting to become, Saturday-ish, but give it a few more degrees and get me to May, and this city's going to be bumping.
I believe it. For people who don't know, how are you related to the Top Shot world?
How am I related? I feel like that's a question for you. Like what is my relation? I own a bunch of Top Shots. I love Top Shot. I host or part of Club Top Shot. So I'm just ingrained in the community.
There you go. A collector, a contributor, a content creator, all of the above. And now a player of the soon to be infamous Top Shot Shot Clock. Are you ready to rock here?
I am ready. Let's do it.
All right, we're going to get going. All right, let's do it. 24 seconds on the clock. Question 1. You're in charge of Top Shot for the day. What is the first thing that you change immediately?
Oh, that's tough. I would make sure that we could get some new packs out there. Constant pack drops, I think, is fun. I know people are very concerned about the oversaturation, but get me some running backs. You promised me Shaq, AI, McGrady. I need those guys. So that would be my first order of business.
They're coming. If you could give a TED Talk on any topic, what would it be?
Any topic, Top Shot related or just in general?
Any topic in the world.
Oh, good question. I would say mental health and therapy. So I believe everyone should be going to therapy. I truthfully am not right now. I wish I was. And that's kind of the second part, which is we need affordable therapy for everyone. So I think mental health is just like physical health's come to the forefront. Mental health has just been left behind.
Very nice. I like that answer. From your collection, keep one, lose one. Kawhi Cosmic or RJ Hollow?
Keep RJ, obviously. I'm in New York. I'm a Knicks fan.
Knicks fandom shining through.
Yeah, but dropping a Kawhi Cosmic would definitely hurt.
That one would hurt. It would hit punch in the gut right there. What would you eat for your last meal?
Pizza. Pepperoni specifically.
From any specific New York location?
No, not really. I'm one of those where I'm not a pizza snob. I really can eat any slice of pizza. And sometimes the worst, it's even better for me. Because if pizza places get too fancy, right? a $1 slice or a $3 slice off the side of the street is just as good as a $12 slice, that type of jazz.
I mean, dollar slices in Manhattan, 99 cents. That's one of the best bargains in the world.
Yeah,
especially
exactly.
Young college kids who are just roaming the streets looking to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Let's say you're preparing for a game 7. You're playing, biggest game of your life. What's the song you're listening to before you head out onto the court?
Oh, probably some EDM. I would say Drake's my favorite musician. So it depends. Is this my first game 7? Do I need to get hyped up? Or is this my first ever game 7?
Biggest game of your life to that point.
I probably need to calm the nerves, calm myself. So I would go with some slow Drake. He gets the blood pumping, but nothing too heavy on the ears.
How does NBA Top Shot fail?
How does NBA Top Shot fail? NBA Top Shot fails by... I really do think it's going to succeed. But I guess it fails by... Yeah, by just poor management at the top. That's all, right? I've talked about this before with a bunch of other companies. You have the head start, you have the resources, you have the product. Now just like you gotta execute and make the good decisions, make the right decisions. And so if the management just makes poor decisions, which could still happen, that's how it would fail.
What is a pet peeve of yours?
Pet peeve of mine, smoking cigarettes, especially like in other people's spaces, because I just didn't ask for that.
Yeah, I hear you. That's a good one. What's a Top Shot regret of yours? Something that you could have, should have done differently?
Top Shot regret, I would say, is when we bought the number 23 LeBron Kobe dunk, we got a package offer for 1 and 23 with a tray hollow with a cosmic on top, all for like under 100K. And we just didn't want to go all the way in. We just wanted to go half in. So I would say that is probably the biggest regret, which is, it's one of those good regrets to have.
For sure. And what's a real life regret?
Real life regret. God, that is so tough. I'm one of those who tries to do that. I don't have any regrets.
Sure.
Real life regret. Real life regret would be not diving into stuff as heavily as I should have at the beginning. So like Bitcoin, right? I should have, or having more conviction. Same with Top Shot. I had a ton of conviction, but have more. Bitcoin, have more conviction. Everything you do, just go all in.
Case in point, you should have taken the package deal.
Exactly.
On the trade. What's your favorite project in the NFT space outside of Top Shot?
Outside of Top Shot, obviously Zed's the hot one that I've been playing around in that I think is awesome, just because it has a ton of utility, and I think that's where NFTs are headed. I'm really most intrigued. It's not a project, but it's like who starts to execute on all these promises, right? So you go from a small scale like Top Shot where they're like, we're going to do this, and it hasn't quite come yet, all the way up to Zed where it's like, you're going to be able to gamble, you're going to be able to put VR glasses on and actually go watch the races. And it's like, I love it, but I'm just curious who's going to actually execute it. And no one's done it yet, fully at least. So that's really, I'm just most interested in the industry. Project specifically, I think the horsies have been a lot of fun.
Who would be your dream guest on Club Top Shot, present company excluded, obviously?
Oh, dream guest on Club Top Shot? I mean, LeBron, because I need to try and sell my moment to him.
Pitch him the moment.
Yeah, I need to pitch him the moment. But I like the guy I've always wanted to talk to is CP3. It's been my favorite player. And I think he's one of, if not the most intelligent people in the entire league. I mean, he runs the Players Association. So it would just be really cool to have him on and show him my CP3 cosmic moment.
Let's switch to football for one question. You're a Ravens guy. Would you trade Lamar Jackson for Justin Herbert?
No.
Kyler Murray?
Definitely not that.
Josh Allen?
Definitely not that either.
Deshaun?
Definitely not Deshaun Watson. The only player I would trade right now Lamar Jackson for is Patrick Mahomes. The only player in the whole league I would trade him for.
That is a loyal fan right there.
I mean, we only have 24 seconds. I could take you through each quarterback you named and tell you exactly why, how, when, where, and what.
We'll save that for another show, but I do want to hear you out on all of that. Who's a content creator in the Top Shot space that's a must read, listen, watch for you?
I mean, the first men, obviously, like the best content creators are the most known content creators most of the time. But the Pseudo sisters have been awesome to watch them just dive in to the community. I still think like I'm biased to Pete, but Overzet is one of the most talented creators, not in Top Shot, in social media, right now, and someone's going to recognize that pretty quickly and scoop him up. But what he does just from a comedic standpoint and pretty much can play into any topic, he's the best of the best right now.
What's a moment in NBA history that you would love to see on Top Shot?
That's a good question. I mean, the LeBron block, I would love to see just because I think like that's one of the most iconic moments, the Jordan shot. Do I have any personal, like I want it to be, I go to a game and I can get a moment from that game. So I haven't had a ton of NBA moments that I've actually been at the game for that I would really want to see on the platform. College moments, I have a bunch, but NBA, I don't really have any. So I'll just go with like LeBron's block for now.
What's your go-to karaoke song?
Ooh. I haven't gone karaoke in like 4 or 5 years since I was under 21 in New York City, actually. Karaoke in New York City can be a fun time, though.
It's a good night out every time.
There's no doubt about that. Go-to karaoke song, Living on a Prayer? I don't know. I feel like I know the words to that one.
It gets the people involved, and that's half the battle, you know?
Yeah.
So you mentioned your LeBron purchase before. Why did you choose number 23 over number 1?
Yeah, we had a very long discussion about that. Actually, it wasn't that long. I just kind of told my friends and family who are in on it, like, it's 23. It's LeBron James, and that's the number that's associated with it. Michael Jordan also wore 23. 23 is kind of a legendary number in the world of basketball. I definitely didn't tell them that I'm very partial to it because I was born on the 23rd. So that was a little personal selfishness there. But like I said, 1 was on the board. We could have had 1. And one thing I came up with afterwards, actually, that I thought was pretty cool that did not go into the initial decision was 1 will be in the Genesis, in the Platinum. Number 1 cereal will be in Everything Forever. Like it's the first mint, no matter how scarce it gets. 23 will not, when stuff gets numbered under 23. So I thought that was a cool angle to it too.
I think that took more than 23 seconds, but we'll go with it. So that's the most expensive, the highest low ask in your collection right now. What would you estimate the low ask of that moment will be 5 years from today?
5 years. Oof, don't make me think about it because my group is getting anxious about potentially. We got an offer for $500,000. So in 2 months, we had an opportunity to 10x, a sizable investment, which, if you take yourself out of the NFT bubble, that's like a ridiculous scenario. But in 5 years, it could be $5 million moment. It's all about storytelling. So if that story keeps, which it definitely should, I think that it could be 5 mil plus.
This is an unplanned add-on question here. Do you have carte blanche to make the decision of when to sell and when to hold?
I do not. I hold not majority stake. I hold the largest stake, obviously, in the moment. But I do not hold the majority where I can overrule everyone. So if the group or if enough of the group says it's time to go, then we need to look into those opportunities.
What's something that you're great at?
What is something that I'm great at? I think picking up on just people and who they are and how they behave pretty quickly. And I feel like I can connect with them on that level and not mind read people, but get a general sense for where they came from and why they are the way they are.
Say top shot, shot clock 4 times fast.
Top shot, shot clock, top shot, shot clock, top shot, shot clock, top shot, shot clock. That was pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's hard. Yeah.
I wouldn't say you could answer the last question as great, but that was actually very good. If you're going on a cross country road trip, who would you have to take 3 top shot personality or creators with you in the car? Who's coming for the ride?
Oh, we got 4 in Club Top Shot besides me. So you're going to pit us. You're going to pit us again.
No one from Club Shop. No one from the club.
Yeah, say Club Top Shot 4 times fast.
When I'm on your show, we'll do that one.
All right. So you want 3 other people from the Top Shot community?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do a major cop out and just pick Halliburton, Hart, and Barnes. And I want to be with all the NBA guys. Yeah.
Right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
If you could only have 3 apps on your phone, you have to delete everything else. What are you keeping?
Okay, so I'm gonna break the rules and just say that like iMessage comes on the phone, so that's not an app to me. Download the app. Snap, obviously couldn't live without Snap because that is where the entire business runs through. Twitter, because that's the best, one of the best platforms. And a third app on my phone. I would probably say Instagram. That's all I really need. I got Safari already on there, so I can look shit up whenever I need to.
How are you going to get in on those pack drops when you're out in the wild?
Good question. That's a good question.
Could be an issue. What is one thing that you've always wanted to do that you just haven't done yet?
I would love to take like a 6-week vacation. And it's not to say that I haven't taken plenty of vacations before, but to like actually I would love to like talk about deleting apps. I would love to go with my girlfriend or go with my friends to Europe or Asia, Australia, and like not even look at my phone for 6 weeks or care about anything. So hopefully one day. Or go to Costa Rica, who knows?
Yeah, come listen, we got extra space right here. But I highly advise taking that 6-week trip, and disconnecting is a superpower in today's world. So do it while you can. Who is somebody who would be a great guest on this show?
Great guests on this show. This is a fun game. So I want to think outside just the Top Shot world and who would just enjoy this format. My podcast co-host, my best friend, Abe, he would be pretty funny at this because he got in on Top Shot and he's watching his CP3 moment just leak out. So he's pretty upset with me, but he would crush this format for sure. Besides that, it would be great. I would have to think about that.
Abe's okay. I accept Abe as a quality answer for that. We're actually at question 24 already. Time flies when you're having fun here. In 24 seconds of less, how would you convince someone who is a skeptic to join Top Shot today?
I would say I don't need to convince you. Either try it out or don't. But how would I convince? I would say look at everything they've done from their license to the NBA. The players organically got in it. Try it. Try and get a pack. Try and be a part of the community. Follow someone on Twitter. And if you don't get it from there, there's a million different things to have fun with. If you do, then you're gonna have a ton of fun.
Great. All right, we're through 24. Yeah, I think there might have been a couple. You might have gotten a couple of these. You're on the court, but awesome job. You mentioned SnapBack, so I guess we didn't mention that at the top. So let people know what SnapBack is and where they can find you, follow you, and on Top Shot and off of Top Shot.
Yeah, so SnapBack Sports, the hat I got on, is the sports media company I started a few years ago that originated on Snapchat. It was just a perfect platform. And I have over 24 seconds for this, right?
Yeah. Game over.
And it's our on Snap because it was a perfect platform to kind of show through the camera, like some of the behind the scenes or at the stadium stuff I was doing as going to Texas, football games, basketball games, Knicks games, Ravens games, and then just filling downtime with content and really just exploded from there because it was a perfect just platform to do that. Then we made a podcast and a Twitter and Instagram and all that good stuff. And it's truly the reason why I ended up on Top Shot was because Top Shot to me is the perfect blend of the NBA, digital, and cryptocurrency, really, blockchain. I've been buying Bitcoin for a little, like I talked about, maybe not enough. And I just spend all my time on social media and digital. And I watch people for 8 hours a day play with their virtual FIFA team or 2K team. And people, give millions of views on YouTube to that. So I was like, I get it. I come from physical sports cards. I get the store value in this. And now you can do more with it. So I can definitely thank SnapBack for, kind of pushing me towards Top Shot.
Awesome. And where can people find you? Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat?
Yeah. If you're interested in the Top Shot world, definitely on Twitter at Jack Settleman, all platforms. And then on Snap, if you want, I kind of call it, right. We all grew up watching SportsCenter like Saturday morning for 2 hours, just sitting on the couch, bowl of cereal. Some people went cartoons, but the cool kids went with the SportsCenter. And so we kind of fixed that format a little because you don't need to sit down and watch SportsCenter for 2 hours. And we built that on Snap. So if you're interested in catching up on last night's news or staying, kind of surrounded by the culture of sports, that's what we do on Snap.
Awesome. Thanks for taking some time and joining me today. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me. It's a fun game you built.
Thank you. I hope other people have the same opinion as you do. But you're one of the first guests, so hopefully it'll be a team effort here to get it out to the world.
Yeah.
Thank you, dude. I appreciate your time.